Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a boy named Kenji. Kenji wasn't like most children in his village. While others were busy chasing kites, playing games in the dusty streets, or helping their parents with daily chores, Kenji was always lost in thought. He had a habit of sitting under the big banyan tree near the marketplace, gazing at the sky, and asking questions that puzzled everyone around him. "Why are we here?" he once asked an old farmer. "How do we find true happiness?" he asked a baker while buying bread. The villagers often chuckled at his curiosity. Some admired it, while others simply shook their heads. But Kenji couldn't help it. He wanted answers, not just about farming, cooking, or trading, but about life itself. One afternoon, Kenji overheard two travelers talking about a wise teacher who lived far up the Emerald Hills, a place covered in mist and crowned with a small, ancient temple. They called him Master Riku, a man said to have answers that brought peace to troubled hearts. The moment Kenji heard this, something stirred within him. "This is it," he thought. "If anyone can guide me, it must be Master Riku." So, with determination in his eyes, Kenji decided to climb the steep path that led to the top of the Emerald Hills. He packed a small bag with a piece of bread, a flask of water, and his courage. That very morning, as the sun painted the sky with shades of orange, Kenji began his journey. The path was not easy. Stones slipped beneath his feet, the air grew thinner as he climbed, and the temple seemed farther away with every step. But Kenji's curiosity pushed him forward. Hours later, sweaty and exhausted, he finally reached the gates of the old temple. There, sitting quietly on a wooden bench, was Master Riku. He was an elderly man with silver hair, dressed in a simple robe. His eyes sparkled with warmth, as though they carried centuries of stories and secrets. Kenji bowed respectfully and said, "Master, I have come to learn from you. Please tell me, how can I find true peace? How can I find enlightenment?" The old master smiled softly. 10 years, he said calmly. Kenji blinked in surprise. 10 years? That's so long. But his determination grew stronger. What if I work harder than anyone else? What if I practice day and night? How soon can I find it then? The master paused, looked at him, and said, 20 years. Kenji was even more confused. But, what if I devote my entire life to it? What if I give everything I have, every breath, every heartbeat? How long then? With a knowing smile, the master replied, 30 years. Kenji's heart sank. He couldn't understand. "Master, forgive me, but I don't understand. The more I promise to work hard, the longer it takes." "Why?" Master Riku looked at him with kindness and explained, "When one eye is fixed on the destination, only one eye remains for the path. But if both eyes are on the path, the destination takes care of itself." Kenji stood silently, his mind spinning. He wanted to argue, but something in the master's calm voice made him pause. To help Kenji understand, the master painted a picture with words. "Imagine, young one, that you are climbing a tall mango tree. At the very top hangs the ripest, sweetest fruit you've ever seen. If you climb while staring only at the fruit, thinking about its taste, you may miss your footing and fall. But if you focus on the climb, on where you place your hands and feet, on the strength of each branch, you'll enjoy the journey upward. And before you know it, the fruit will be in your hands." Kenji nodded slowly. The image made sense. Over the next few weeks, Kenji stayed at the temple. He swept the floors, fetched water, and joined the master for simple meditation sessions. At first, he was impatient. He wanted results quickly. He wanted to feel transformed overnight. But the more he tried to rush the process, the more restless he became. One day, while carrying buckets of water from the stream, he stumbled and spilled half of it. Frustrated, he muttered, "Why is this so hard? I just want to get it right." The master, who had been watching from a distance, walked over and said, "Kenji, look at the water that spilled. It is gone now. No amount of frustration will bring it back. But look at the water still in your bucket, that is what you carry forward. Focus not on what you lost or what you crave, but on the step you are taking now. That evening, Kenji reflected deeply. He realized he had been treating peace like a prize to be won, instead of a way of living. Day by day, he began to slow down. He noticed the crunch of gravel under his sandals, the cool breeze that touched his face at dawn, the soft sound of the temple bell at dusk. Slowly, without even realizing it, he started to feel calmer, lighter. He understood what the master meant: peace wasn't something at the end of the road. It was in each step of the journey. Months later, Kenji stood at the edge of the hill, looking down at the village below. He thought about the boy who had once come here, desperate for answers. That boy was restless, impatient, and always looking ahead. Now, standing in the same spot, Kenji felt something different. He wasn't in a rush anymore. He realized that peace wasn't about racing to a finish line, it was about embracing the path, moment by moment. Before leaving, Kenji went to Master Riku one last time. "Master," he said with gratitude, "when I came here, I thought I needed you to hand me the secret to peace. But now I see, it was never hidden. It was in every step, every breath, every moment I chose to be present." The old master smiled, his eyes glowing with pride. "You have understood well, Kenji. The fruit was never just at the top of the tree. It was in the climb itself." Kenji bowed deeply, carrying those words in his heart as he descended the hill. And so, dear friends, what can we learn from Kenji's journey? In life, we often rush, don't we? We set goals, big dreams, ambitions, desires, and we become so focused on reaching them that we forget to notice the path beneath our feet. We want success, recognition, or happiness as quickly as possible. But in chasing the end result, we miss the simple joys of the process. Kenji's story teaches us that true peace, fulfillment, and even success don't come from staring at the finish line. They come from being present in the moment, whether it's learning a new skill, practicing patience with loved ones, or simply enjoying the breeze on a quiet evening. It's like baking bread. If you keep opening the oven, impatiently waiting for the bread to be done, you'll ruin it. But if you trust the process, give it time, and enjoy the aroma filling your kitchen, the reward will come naturally. So, the next time you feel restless, remember Kenji and the mango tree. Take one steady step at a time. Notice the details around you. Celebrate small progress. Because often, the true treasure isn't waiting at the very end, it's found in the journey itself.